forward.
The Secretary of the Navy with regional ties. What are his goals for the new Navy?
Efforts underway to improve water quality at one Rapid City park.
And frustration is rising as bugs are worked out for a new billing system for water. Your news starts now.
From Skyline Drive, this is Kota Territory News at 5:30.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Alicia Garcia.
And I'm Mike Powers. We start with a developing story tonight. We've learned there was a homicide on the Cheyenne River Indian Reservation.
The FBI reports it happened in Eagle Butte on Bison Street Saturday. They haven't given details of what exactly happened, but they do say a suspect surrendered to the FBI at the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe Law Enforcement Center. The unnamed person is now in the custody of the U.S. Marshal Service.
In August, we told you about a homeowner who saw a $10,000 water bill in Rapid City. Well, the city fixed that mistake, but the frustrations of other people in Rapid City continues. Our Madison Elliott is here to explain. Madison?
That's right, Mike. Today I spoke with a Rapid City man who said his last 3 water bills have been much higher than normal. And after doing the math, he found some things didn't add up. There was some money that went unaccounted for. After speaking with the city today, it seems there were some mistakes with billing, which is not a new problem in Rapid City.
I get so frustrated.
That's how some people feel with the new water billing system that went into effect earlier this year. For Gary Olson, he went away from June to September and asked the city to turn his water off. But when he returned, he got a big surprise, a water bill 3 times the normal amount.
When I did that, I get back and I get a bill for $187 for when I'm not here. I called them, and they said they made a mistake. They put my refund check back on my bill. But I'm going through my bills and everything's not adding up.
Here are 2 bills, side by side. The one on the left is from the old billing system. The one on the right is the new. You can see the correct amount is taken out on the left. On the right, $86 are missing.
Take away 43 from 200, should be $156.87 down there, and it's $113.47. There's $86.53 missing.
In speaking with the city, they said turning his water back on increased his payment for the month, accounting for a higher bill. But the system didn't put him as active right away.
One of the situations on the city's behalf, the water service was restored, but it wasn't put into the system that he was now active.
The billing system took time to sort out, and a fee to restore the water was later charged. Although this explains some of the confusion, Olson still finds the new billing system frustrating.
And they keep saying they have a new system. Nobody was trained in how to work it. So I look at it, we're paying for their mistakes, not training their people right.
And Shoemaker says if you see a problem, they want you to let them know.
Work with the city staff anytime that they see, a usage that's out of the ordinary, or certainly a bill that is out of the ordinary. Work with city staff to find out if there are any discrepancies.
The city said they will be doing a full audit of Olson's account to make sure there are no other billing mistakes and should have the results to him in a few days. Mike and Alicia?
All right, thank you so much, Madison. Now, if you think you may have a billing problem, you can call the billing department at 394-4125.
Well, can our run of beautiful weather last?
Let's find out from Chief Meteorologist Mike Modrick and the forecast first.
Didn't you know all weather is beautiful weather? But here's a look at our first alert Doppler radar. We had a lot of clouds around through the day. There's just a few showers, though, a few rain showers up on the northern plains, little bit of snow in the northern hills, good for Terry Peak, and up into the Bighorns also. We'll slide back into the 30s as we head through the evening, and we'll start to get a little more clearing as we head through the evening too. And then tomorrow we'll start it off toward 30 degrees. We'll head back up to a sunny 49, which is still a few degrees above average for tomorrow. Then Thursday, you're going to like. We'll get to it, Mike, coming up.
The alarm is increasing over a rise in student suicides in Rapid City area schools.
The district says that over a 3-month period, 3 students have taken their own lives. In order to address this issue, tonight, the school district is hosting a community meeting on youth suicide at Western Dakota Tech. RCAS says their office has received more than 70 referrals from students thinking about suicide since the school year. Corey Hara from Rapid City Young Life says this spike in suicides tells him that a lot of kids are hurting in this town and believes when we feel hopeless, we do dangerous things to ourselves.
We're asking questions of, do I matter? Who am I? Is there a purpose for my life? And kids need to know that there's an unbelievable purpose for their lives. And how they find that out is they've got to have caring adults that really know them and walk with them, that can let them know, hey, man, you have unbelievable worth. Like there is hope, that you have a God who made you and loves you and is crazy about you.
Studies say suicide has become the second leading cause of death among teenagers in the United States. Harif suggests parents spend a few hours of quality time with their children each week doing something that they want to do. Well, today the Rapid City Public Works Committee took another step toward allowing advertising on bids for West Memorial Park. The Public Works Committee wants to create a good first impression by making improvements to the bike path, landscaping, and irrigation system at West Memorial. But the main focus is to fix the two large drainage basins, with one basin draining directly into Rapid Creek. The goal is to combine both of these stormwater basins to improve stormwater quality.
The current regulations are expecting you to clean or manage your stormwater from those, from those initial rainfall events, because those are the ones that bring the silts and some of the trash and so on and so forth. So basically, it's an effort to, to keep those items out of Rapid Creek.
The $1.2 million will come out of the capital improvement budget and several grants. If the full city council does approve, a bid opening could come in early January.
And the Public Works Committee is also looking to try to ease traffic congestion in East Rapid City. A traffic study was requested to help evaluate the surge of traffic into development areas like Rushmore Crossing and Menards. The hope is to study the flow of traffic and decide the proper methods to alleviate headaches on the road.
I think it's a combination of short-term and long-term planning. Short-term, there's some things that can be done, but long-term, there will be alternate connections that will need to be made.
Short-term goals would be additional turn lanes and lane widening. A couple of long-term goals would be adding additional roadways in the area.
If you're coming in from Rapid Valley, you have to go all the way to Campbell Street and then go north and then go back east on East North Street. There's some opportunities for additional roadways in that area that could help alleviate that traffic.
The traffic study moves on to the City Council for approval.
A development on the Pine Ridge Reservation is being recognized for its innovative strides and awarded a significant grant because of it. The Bush Foundation announced today that it has awarded Thunder Valley $500,000 as a winner of the foundation's Bush Prize for Community Innovation. Thunder Valley is currently building homes on a 34-acre site that will form the nucleus of a safe and supportive environment for families and children. It's also just started a new element of its plan.
We're incredibly excited to be getting the Bush Foundation's Community Innovation Prize, and one of the things that we're most excited about as far as an innovative piece of our work is the community building that we're creating, and we broke ground on that last Monday.
The Bush Foundation received 127 applications for the Innovation Prize and awarded just 7.
Wow, well,
That's
coming
good.
up, yeah, good job. Coming up, how you can become a guardian this holiday season.
And we will have this story.
The new Secretary of the Navy discusses his priorities. I'm Ted Fiorliso at the Pentagon, how his background as a Wyoming businessman prepared him for the job.
Kota Territory.
Efficiency, modernization, and maritime dominance, just some of the new Navy Secretary's goals.
Our Washington Bureau's Ted Fiorliso sat down with Richard Spencer, a former businessman from Wyoming, to discuss his first 3 months at the Pentagon.
An awesome job in the way that it is truly awesome.
Richard Spencer's new career comes with a wide scope of responsibilities.
You see sailors and Marines graduating from boot camp, and then you fly down to Dover to have dignified transfer of remains.
But it's the mission he chose to accept.
I, Richard Vaughn Spencer,
when he was sworn in as the 76th Secretary of the Navy in August.
As Secretary of the Navy, Spencer also oversees the Marine Corps. Spencer himself was a Marine and flew helicopters. It's a job that took him around the world.
After that, Spencer worked on Wall Street. Then he moved to Wyoming to start his own business.
How does a former Marine, investment banker, and business owner become the next Secretary of the Navy?
For the past 8 years while I was living out in Wyoming, I was on the Defense Business Board, which is a group of CEOs that advise the Secretary of Defense on various matters.
Now he's doing the same thing from inside the Pentagon.
My job is to man, equip, train, supply, and deliver, amongst other things. But if you look at that, that's a business.
And every business has a budget. President Trump is calling for a $52 billion increase in defense spending, but the final amount is ultimately up to lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
At the end of the day, as far as the service chiefs go, my fiduciary responsibility is to buy the best I can for the best value for the taxpayer.
Just 3 months on the job, and Spencer already has a jam-packed schedule, including Thanksgiving and Christmas visits with the troops. At the Pentagon, Ted Fioraliso, Kota Territory News.
To watch Ted's full interview with Secretary Spencer, click on this story on our website. Secretary Spencer lives just outside of Yellowstone National Park in Wilson, Wyoming.
Chief Meteorologist Mike Modrick is tracking a warmer day later this week.
Your accurate First Alert forecast is next.
Now, the First Alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Mike Modrick.
This is our Golden West weather camera, the view from the Gunderson Palmer Law Office here. A lot of cloud cover, but not much happening with that. 57 our high downtown. We're still at 44 degrees right at the moment. Still quite a bit of cloud cover off to the west too. There have been a smattering of a few rain and snow showers out and about, but skies are actually starting to clear out a bit. We head through the evening sliding back into the 30s. The winds will be fairly average once we get well past sunset here. 10 to 20 mile per hour winds here early, but they'll be lightening up more and more overnight. 30 to start out with very light winds, tons of sunshine too. 49 for a high, winds out of the southeast by the afternoon at 10 miles per hour. So I've decided let's do this every day this week. Let's talk about what the weather's going to be like for Wednesday of next week. Biggest travel day of the year, and it's still looking pretty quiet for us. There could be some rain showers down here into the southeastern states, even up to some of the Great Lakes, and a little snow surrounding that too. Snow looks fairly minimal even here into the northwest, and there could be some rains out into the far northwest also. But the midsection of the country looking pretty quiet here for Wednesday and most likely Thursday for Thanksgiving also. For tomorrow, jet stream's taking a bit of a detour to the north here. That makes us sunny, storm-free certainly. The warm air's a bit down to the south. The warm air makes a little bit of a return here Thursday as we're waiting for this next low on the approach. But once that low starts to move in, we get the cooler air to come back, and whatever moisture is left on Friday is what we'll get. It's kind of like today's situation though. Very minimal rain or snow showers in the higher terrain on into Friday with that one. And this is what we've had today here. You see the smattering of rain showers in the green, a little bit of snow into the northern hills right now. They'll take anything they can get up at the ski slopes and the snowmobile trails too. 60 at the airport compared to the 57 downtown, 57 in Spearfish, 52 in Gillette this afternoon. A mix of 30s and 40s right now where the skies are clearer. Temperatures are a little colder right now. So cooler air is settling in for tomorrow, a little cooler than today, but we're tracking that next front well off to the west, and as it approaches tomorrow, or on into Thursday rather I should say, as it approaches we warm up even more into Thursday. Then it gets cooler again. Here's the way it looks in your forecast. We head overnight with still possibly an early shower, a snow shower in the northern hills, and then a clearing trend overnight down to 30 in Rapid City, with 20s up in the hills, 27 in Deadwood, 23 in Sundance. Tomorrow, variable winds, mostly sunny, 49 in Rapid City, Deadwood at 46, Spearfish 48. A few 50s, Hot Springs and Pine Ridge, Gillette and Sheridan. Just low 50s. Back to the 60s in Wyoming Thursday, then a little rain-snow mix into Friday. Hit and miss activity. We're back to the 40s. Similar story for the northern hills. Spearfish at 65. Friday, back to the 40s. A little rain or snow shower possible. And for Rapid City, got the 49 tomorrow, then 66 Thursday. Could also be an isolated rain or snow shower in some areas near Rapid City too, or 45 Friday. Then back to a sunny 48 Saturday, 54 Sunday. We could do a 60 again on Monday. The temperature's up, down, up, down. But I'm going to keep tracking for you. Thanksgiving, I am on Thanksgiving like me on a turkey.
You're on travel watch, all right.
I am on travel watch.
Thanks
so much, Mike. Really appreciate it. Well, coming up next in sports, Vic Quick standing by to tell us all about the Rush as they made a big trade today.
Plus, high school volleyball teams gear up for this week's state tournament. Vic Quick joins us next with Kota Sports.
Day. Happy dinner time, everybody. The state high school volleyball tournament cranks up on Thursday. All three classes will be played at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. And the Class B ranks faces the 8th seed and will open things up by taking on top seeded Northwestern at noon. Stevens is the number 3 seed in the AA bracket and will square off with Huron in the opening round. The Raiders racked up a 27-6 record during the regular season. Stevens knocked off Central 3-0 in the Sweet 16 last week to earn a spot at state. And the Raiders are now focused on accomplishing some big things on the big stage.
You know, it means a lot. I have an amazing young team. If we play to our potential, you know, we've got the chance at a state title. So we got the chance to be playing Saturday night, which excites me and it excites the girls. So, I mean, they know if they play with confidence and play to their abilities, you'll be seeing us Saturday night.
We're going to work on fundamentals, like she said, and just improve our game, focus every day, work on defense. Our goal is defense, focus, fun. So that's what we'll be working on for the next week.
Now the Belle-Fourche volleyball team racked up a strong 28-3 record en route to securing a spot at the Class A state tournament. The Bronx are the number 3 seed and will open things up by taking on Sioux Valley at 6 o'clock Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Rush made a trade today, acquiring forward Darian Derzinski from Toledo for forward Eric Bradford. Derzinski racked up 3 assists in 10 games with the Walleye this season. Rapid City returns to the ice tomorrow night when it hosts Idaho for the first of 3 games this week, and Daniel Tatro's team enters tomorrow night's contest on a nice 4-game winning streak.
Unbelievable weekend. You know, the guys never quit. Even down 3-0 Friday in Colorado, to come back and win in overtime in that building, and it was sold out in Colorado. You can hear a pin drop there in that arena, so that was a good feeling. And then we come back Saturday night here for military night. Unbelievable crowd, great atmosphere. We tie it up late and then win it in overtime. Can't ask for a better weekend. Real proud of the guys. You know, I've got character kids. Even if they're not in the lineup, they don't pout, and they stay ready and hungry.
It's time now for another edition of Big Ol' Fish. And this evening, Amanda DeScamp is our featured angler. Amanda caught this 7-pound, 26-inch walleye out of Angostura. Congratulations, Amanda, and best of luck in the rest of your fishing endeavors. You too can be featured in Big Ol' Fish. Just send us your picture by using the My Capture link at our webpage, KotaTV.com. Make sure and give us the full name of the person who caught the fish, what kind of fish it is, how big it is, and where it was caught. Send those pictures in and we'll get you on Big Ol' Fish. One other note from the world of baseball, Paul Molitor named the American League Manager of the Year. That happened in just about an hour ago. Molitor, of course, led the Twins to the playoffs, getting that wild card spot this season.
I wish I could dance. I do.
Feel free to dance, Mike.
Good news there. Thank you, Vic. We really appreciate it. Well, coming up, Kota territory continues to be in the giving spirit. How you can help a child in need.
Plus, we'll have a last look at
pizza.
Download the new and improved Kota Territory News app, and you'll be able to get your news, weather, sports, and community events all in one place. Whether you're at home or on the go, you can get local news and weather alerts, watch videos, even post community events. Get the new Kota Territory News app today.
We have some very compelling news coverage for you tonight at 10 o'clock.
In a Kota News Extra, Rachel Ryan examines the election system in South Dakota. How safe is your ballot?
In addition, the problems run deep for the Oglala Sioux Tribe's Child Protective Services. Stuart Huntington examines a new collaborative effort to turn CPS around.
Join us at 10 for those stories and Mike's updated First Alert forecast after Kevin probably saves the world.
Well, according to the South Dakota Department of Social Services, or DSS, Pennington County has approximately 360 children in foster care.
And one holiday tradition is giving members of the community an opportunity to show their support for these children. Known as the Guardian Tree, many children placed in foster care will not be able to spend the holidays with their own families. The Guardian Tree is an opportunity for the community to spread cheer by donating a desired gift for one of these children. Donors get an information sheet that details their age, gender, shoe and shirt size, likes, and a wish list. And if you don't have time to shop, the Guardian Tree will accept monetary donations and do the shopping for you.
We live in an amazing community, and they are so wonderful in their support with children in foster care. The gifts really do bring joy to the children, and it's great to see them get excited about somebody in the community just giving them something special, just, you know, what they wanted on their wish list.
Gift tags can be taken from the Guardian Tree at DSS in Rapid City, and these tags have gift ideas for the children. And you can also drop off toys at the same location. And for more information, visit kotatv.com and click on this story.
Fantastic idea. And Mike, one more look at that forecast.
Well, it's still a little breezy now, but tomorrow morning that wind will be much lighter. 5-mile-per-hour winds will hold on to 30, back up to 49 into the afternoon.
All right, very good. Thank you so much, Mike, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday, right? We made it?
It's Tuesday.
All right. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for watching Kota Territory News, your local news and weather authority.